Welcome back to JA Ourselves. It's your final lesson today, ready for graduation. For today you will need your big book again, the Building a Playground worksheet, your completed certificate of achievements, table tents, volunteer guides, as well as the mini Learning About Ourselves books for the students. Gather the students again at the carpet, tell them you're glad to be back, and then remind the students that last time you read a story about Megan buys a present and that they got to take home their pop-up banks. You might even want to mention how many of you have used them, how many of you have found some money and already started to save, and just continue to encourage them to do that. Then go ahead and introduce the new story, friends for this story, and then read the book. Show them about Dylan and then have them listen carefully. And you might want to remind them that this time they're going to actually have to be able to retell you the story for part of the worksheet activity. Once you're finished reading, tell the students thank you for sitting quietly and have them return to their desks for their activity. Hold up the Building a Playground worksheet and then say, we're going to work on this together. The first thing I want you to do is to write your name, then put your pencil down. Then go ahead and hand these out to each student, reminding them to write their name and then put their pencil down. I complete this activity again together, and then I'll say, what was the first thing that happened in our story? The students hopefully will be able to tell you and then say, okay, very good. We're going to mark a number 1 next to the picture that shows that. Then go through the story, first, second, third, fourth. You might have to use the words, what happened first? What happened next? Then what happened? And what was the last thing that happened? Those are more words that they might be more accustomed to. Then you will go ahead and check for sequencing, make sure everybody has it done correctly, and then ask a student to maybe even retell the story using their sequencing. Just make sure that you praise them. It's an important part of kindergarten just to make sure that you praise them. Towards the end, at the end, you will go ahead and remind the students that you're grateful for the time that you got to spend with them and that Dylan and his class got to collect money, and they worked together for new playground equipment for a school. And it's important to collect money for other groups that even as adults we give back to our community. We give back to the things that we feel are important. Tell them how much you enjoyed the time and tell them it's time for graduation. Remind them that when they do good in school, they'll learn many skills, and that you're going to do a graduation ceremony that they'll get to do when they graduate from high school. Show them again how to shake their hand. Remember, you don't want to have a super squeezer, you don't want to have a limp fish. Nice and firm handshake. They should look you in the eyes and smile and say thank you. They should shake with your right and accept their certificate with their left. All things that I teach them even in kindergarten. Then I call a student up at a time and I say, class, we're going to go ahead and clap for them too, because that's an important part of receiving an award. This time what I do again is I have them clap 3 times for each student. So if I say John Smith, I come up, I hand John Smith the actual certificate, say congratulations, I'm so proud of you, way to go. And then we clap and then we're done. Give the mini books, you can show the mini books to the classroom teacher and make sure that they distribute them at the end of the class. I usually don't hand them out so they aren't a distraction. As well as if it is something that you did prepare snacks for, do make sure that you have them pre-approved from the teacher to make sure there's no allergies known to the classroom. And then when you're finished, email the following to the JA office. You'll see it on the next screen. Thanks again for teaching JA. We hope you enjoyed your experience, and we look forward to having you back again next school year.